Welcome to the show. This is Drinking Digital, the only podcast in the Philippines that talks about digital marketing, digital communications, and digital advertising. This is your host, Ricky Baizas, and this is the third episode of Drinking Digital. I just found out that my other colleagues here are all out for the week. There was no episode of Tropical Banter and Geek Horror, so I am the only one recording or broadcasting this week, and I have a very exciting episode for you. This show, because we have as our topic a very popular behavior or phenomenon in the internet space now. We're gonna talk about group buying, or what they call it now, social buying, or even social commerce now, and of course, what's our podcast without a guest? Tonight, we have Mr. J. Padua, Director of Marketing for Ensogo.com. Undoubtedly, the most popular of all these group buying sites now. Jay, could you introduce yourself?
Hey guys, Ricky, thanks for inviting me over.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here, and I'm sure it's going to be a really interesting conversation tonight.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks for accommodating us. So before we get into the program, I just have a little bit of a disclaimer here. I have to announce that I am an employee of Nestle Philippines Incorporated. I am the digital marketing executive of Nestle Philippines. Hence, the program called, that's why we're calling the program Drinking Digital, where we talk about everything about digital marketing. Our social media guidelines just came out this week. Yeah. And apparently, if you're an employee of Nestle Philippines, you have to declare that you do work for Nestle, and that none of the views or opinions expressed in this show
is connected, right?
They're not necessarily the views of Nestle Philippines Incorporated. Yes. So if you're a decent company and you're practicing digital marketing, you do have the social media guidelines or social media policies, and that's the one for Nestle Philippines. Wherein if you're an employee, you have to declare that whatever you put on Facebook, whatever you put on YouTube, or anything outside of work does not necessarily express the views of the company. So let's get into the topic at hand. Jay, social buying, social commerce, group buying. Can you explain first to some of our listeners out there this whole phenomenon or this whole behavior online of group buying? What does it exactly mean?
Well, actually, Ricky, group buying has been around for ages, for years, in fact. I'm not sure if you remember the days where you're in a forum, and then the group of guys go, hey, I want to buy this thing, but I need like 10 guys to buy with me so we can get it cheaper.
That's right. Yeah, because I am part of a toy collectors forum, and sometimes a guy wants to get rid of his collection, right? But he won't let go of it one by one or piece per piece.
Yeah,
you gotta buy the whole thing.
Exactly.
And sometimes you can't find a single individual or an individual to buy the whole set, right? So you gotta group together.
Yeah, it's like pulling a group of people together to buy all at the same time, so that the guy selling will be able to get enough from all these people, because it's a one-time, big-time kind of thing.
Okay.
Right. So group buying has been around for quite some time, and if you think about it, this whole group buying phenomenon is just another platform, or it's basically just it's an evolution from doing group buying on forums. The only difference is that now it's all structured, and the whole industry is based on getting a lot of people to buy. To be able to get a discount.
Even in China, that's like part of their culture, right? You got to buy in volume or in bulk to avail of a certain discount, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's almost like buying in bulk.
Okay.
But instead of one person buying the whole lot, you have a lot of people buying the whole lot all at the same time.
Now, what makes it different from group buying offline to the group buying that's happening now online? Why is it popular now, or why is it special on the internet?
Yeah, well, it's mainly because of the phenomenon also of social networks.
There you go.
Right now, it's group buying is right now well integrated, I would say, with social networks. That's why it's actually a part of an industry called social commerce. Now, if you think about social commerce, it's basically merging e-commerce with social networks.
Okay.
Hence the term
how
social
exactly do you
networking.
do that? Because I know even Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, said
Yeah.
that the next big thing or the big thing right now
Yeah.
really is social commerce.
Well, actually, it's mainly because the whole social commerce space. There are a lot of different channels for social. Social meaning you get to interact with friends, you get to interact with friends of friends and people you know online. And now, if you use that concept when trying to sell something. When you want to sell something really good, and let's say a friend of yours tells other people, hey, this product is really nice, and then that person will tell another friend and another friend. So there are different kinds of social media spaces like Facebook, Twitter, even emails, blogs. This is where people online get together to talk about stuff.
Okay.
And if you merge e-commerce itself
Okay.
with this phenomenon of social networking, it becomes a whole different thing.
Okay.
It adds another layer of dynamic to the whole e-commerce industry. I mean, if you think about it, just a few years ago, this whole industry was basically non-existent, right?
Yes.
People would probably be doing the only e-commerce sites that people would go to usually are booking hotels.
That's right.
Or just
plane
booking
tickets.
airlines,
Yeah,
plane
yeah.
tickets, yeah. And especially in the Philippines where we all know for a fact that a few years ago people are very hesitant to use credit cards
credit
online.
card, yeah. Even
So-
now, I think they're still deathly afraid of.
yeah, but
putting
it's
their
it's
credit card numbers there.
surprising. Although it is surprising why a lot of people because of this new industry, we're actually pushing the e-commerce industry in the country.
That's right. People
Yeah.
are more comfortable whipping out their credit cards now and
Exactly.
buying stuff online because
Yeah.
of this whole social buying, social
Yeah.
commerce phenomenon. Right?
Yeah, I mean, tell you honestly, when we started, we were a bit skeptical. We were like, Filipinos are
Not
they're
gonna do it.
they're afraid to use credit cards online. Just ask your mom or ask
Yeah.
whoever, right? Your
Yeah.
titos and titas. They wouldn't buy anything without signing anything on
That's
the
right.
charge slip,
That's right.
And we were surprised to see, like, after a few months of operation, that all the purchases that are being done on the site is like 70% credit card.
All right.
Yeah, so it's like it's a good thing to know that now people are more open to purchasing stuff online
Okay.
than before. So I'm really glad that this industry is here because we're really pushing the e-commerce industry in the country, and as well as the new social commerce industry.
Okay. Now let's talk specifically about Ensogo.com. It's Ensogo.com.ph.
.ph,
right?
yeah, for Philippines. Yeah.
Because there are some other group buying sites. They're like Deal Grocer, Bayanihan, Cash Pinoy, right?
Yeah. I
And
mean, these are
Ensogo
all-
has the most, should we say, distinct name. Does Ensogo actually stand for something? Is that foreign for I need a discount or give me a discount? Is that what is that?
Well, if you notice all the other group buying sites,
They
and all-
either have deal
yeah,
or
they have the
buy
word deal
in
or
the name,
buy,
right?
Yeah, so and I think it was a very good decision that the founders decided to
Not go
not
that
use
route,
any
yeah.
of these words for the name of the company. And Sogo actually means entertain, social, and go, which
Oh,
is
okay.
really our it's the focus of the company is to entertain, to let people
With the stuff that they buy.
yeah, with the stuff that they buy, to have fun, new activities, experience new things, and it's social, because
Meaning whatever you buy, you can share it
you
with
can
your
share,
friends.
yeah,
You can tell your friends
exactly.
that you bought this.
All the tools are there for you to share on Facebook and Twitter, and we really talk about the deals heavily on social networks. So yeah, it and then go is just basically go ahead,
Out there,
go out there and
enjoy
do it, enjoy
Right.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we learned something. We learned something tonight. And Sogo actually stands for entertain or entertainment. Is it
Entertain,
Entertain,
social,
social, and go.
Go. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll tell you a funny story. I was talking one time to this guy, and he owns a he owns a number of shops that
Okay.
do auto detailing,
All right,
and,
all right.
stuff like that. So I was having my car washed, and we got to talking. So I was like sort of pitching him the Ensogo, right? And all this time he thought we were Sogo Hotel. So
Sogo Hotels.
in the beginning we got a lot of those.
Okay.
Sogo
Yeah,
Hotel.
yeah. I can understand
Yeah.
how people could mistake that.
Yeah.
So ensogo.com.ph, entertain, social, and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
yeah.
let's say I'm interested. Okay, I keep hearing about this ensogo.com.ph and I want to try it. I'm a new buyer.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is the process? So how do I go about it? I go to the site,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah, of
ensogo.
course.
Log on to ensogo.com.ph.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? What do they see there? And then what do they need to do to avail of these deals that you put on the site?
Actually, it's very, very easy. But before I go into that,
Okay.
I want to differentiate Ensogo from most of the other sites first because there is
Okay.
a main difference. Now, earlier we were talking about group buying, right?
Yes.
And just to explain briefly, group buying has a tipping point, meaning you have to reach a certain amount of vouchers sold or a certain amount of people to buy before the discount is activated. Now, Ensogo is slightly different because we don't have any tipping point. So,
Okay.
so anybody who goes to the site sees a deal that she likes, and the discount is theirs as soon as they buy.
All
so
right.
there's no need to.
So you don't need a minimum number of people to sign up
Exactly.
to the deal before they can avail of that deal.
Exactly, yeah.
You
So
can just walk in as an individual and
get the deal.
Yeah, I know because I know DJ Mo Twister plugs this every morning in his his radio show that there is no minimum number of friends
Yes,
that need to
exactly.
sign up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what differentiates you from the other sites.
Yeah. All right. So the whole experience basically is when you go to the site, you're presented with a lot of different deals all at one time.
So
right?
when you go to the site, the deals are there already. You can see it right
all the
away.
deals
Okay.
are there. And one of the nice things that we have on the site right now is that you can change how you view our deals because we have an icon there that allows you to view it in grid format so that you can
Okay.
see all the deals all
Or
at
as a
once.
list.
Or a list type, linear type of display where you can just, if you're the type of person who likes to scroll down. And we even have different categories like dining, travel.
Okay. Oh, you've categorized.
We've
the
categorized
deals
all our
already.
deals, yeah.
Okay.
So, one of the main reasons why we did that is we want to give the user the freedom to choose, the freedom to create his own experience on the site. So,
Okay.
knowing that, you go to the site and then you just look for the deals you like to buy.
Okay, let's say I see a deal for an eat all you can.
Yeah, let's say it's a
So,
buffet,
And what do I
right?
do next? So I
So
see it's 50% off. Right?
Exactly. Okay, yeah.
Normally it's 1,000, but now it's 500.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do I do next?
So, oops, wait, excuse me. My phone is ringing. Hold on. Let me just close this for later. Sorry, guys.
No problem. No problem.
Hello? Wait. Yes. This is I'm on the show now. It's kind of live, so say hello to all the podcast people. Say hi.
That's not your boss or anything
No.
like that, right?
This is Jeff, our social media guy.
Oh, okay.
I'll call you back, dude. All right. Okay, bye. Sorry about that.
No problem. So we were saying that if there's a deal that I like
Yeah.
already, okay, I'm sold. I want to avail of this. What do I do next?
All right, so you pick a deal, right? And then you click on the deal to see the details. And on those details, basically it tells you when the voucher validity starts.
Okay.
What are the all of the guidelines basically on what's
The fine
available.
print.
The
That's
fine
the fine
print.
print,
Yeah, the
yeah.
fine print. And there's a buy button right beside the deal and at the bottom of the page.
Okay.
So when you're sold on the deal, all you have to do is click on buy,
Okay.
and then you're presented with options of payment options. Like if you want to pay by credit card,
Okay.
you can pay over the counter through either BPI, Metrobank, and BDO.
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah.
can walk over to my bank and pay for it there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So this addresses the
The
issue
people who don't
with
have
some
credit
people
cards, or the people who don't want to
don't want to use doesn't want to use credit cards or are a bit hesitant to use
Yeah.
credit cards or don't have any credit card.
Okay.
We have that option, and as well as paying by ATM card. So
Oh, okay.
we also have a facility for that on the site. So we try to make the payment options as easy as possible. So you choose a payment option, then you enter your credit card, for example. And after that transaction goes through, you check your account and your voucher is there. And when the validity starts, all you have to do is print it out and go to the merchant, go to the establishment.
So when you buy and then you input your credit card details, you gotta print something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, the reason why you have to print this also serves as proof of payment when you go to the merchant. So you show them the voucher. Basically, they have a list, or they can check. We have ways for them to validate our vouchers, but essentially, you just have to print out the voucher, and bring it to the establishment so that you can claim the discount on whatever the merchant was selling.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and there are several options as well for that. So the merchant can choose whether he wants to spit out paper vouchers or SMS as well.
So click on the buy button, and then you get a voucher.
Well, okay, let's do it over.
Okay.
Click on the buy button.
All right.
Enter your credit card details.
All right.
As soon as it's approved, the voucher will appear on your account.
On the website.
Yes,
you see the voucher there.
Yeah, we make it easy for people to register. So you're not required to register first before you buy. Because the registration happens, if you're not already a member, the registration happens when you make your first purchase.
Oh, so after.
So right
you don't
after.
require people to register first.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that.
Yeah, I mean it's all a part of the process. So it's a very easy flow. So that people can get to buy the vouchers without any hassles.
All right.
So after they buy, their voucher is available in their account.
Okay.
And as soon as the validity starts, when the merchant can accept vouchers, all they have to do is just print it out and go
print out the voucher.
Print out the voucher, go to the merchant, present it, and they could claim their discount. Enjoy it, yeah.
Okay, so it's that simple, huh? All right. So, what happens though if for some reason the merchant or the restaurant doesn't honor it? Does that happen? Do you get that a lot?
Actually, there are times where some of these things can't be helped, but we
so
make sure.
How can the customer be sure that the voucher or the deal will be honored when they do go to the restaurant or the hotel?
All right. So basically, whenever we have a deal, we make sure that our partners are aware of how many customers to expect.
Okay.
And obviously we have also agreements with them.
Okay.
So that we can make sure that they have to honor the voucher. Now there are times when sometimes things can go wrong where it's something that nobody has any control of.
Can't be helped.
But we do our best to fix all the issues for the customer.
Okay.
Yeah, but this doesn't happen. I mean, it's not a regular occurrence. It doesn't really happen actually. Very, very small percentage. But rest assured, if you're buying a deal from Ensogo, we have already planned out everything for you. Okay. And we make sure that the merchants are all ready to accept all the vouchers that are coming in.
Okay, but if you're the consumer, you're the customer, and you want to be sure that the deal actually exists, what can they do? Any advice? Like
yeah, well, all our merchants have contact information.
Okay.
So if the customer
get in touch with them first.
Yeah, if the customer isn't sure, they can just call up the merchant and ask them, hey, do you have a deal with Ensogo? Because I'm about to buy
just
a voucher.
To make sure, right?
Just to make sure.
Okay.
And rest assured, they're gonna say yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Cool. All right. So when I go to like ensogo.com.ph, I do see a lot of these deals. How many deals do you have currently on the site?
Well, it depends, but usually it ranges from about 20 to 30 deals at one time.
If you go now, there's about 30 deals.
30 deals that you could choose from, all from different categories, from dining to travel to activities, to stuff like that. I mean, a lot of cool stuff to do in the city and it helps customers, get to try out new stuff, new things.
What, Jake? If you can share with us, what are the more popular deals out there? Mabenta ba yung mga kunwari eat all you can buffet? I always see that.
Yeah.
Do you sell a lot of those deals, or what's the most popular deal, or what are the more popular deals?
Okay.
that you offer?
Each category has its own niche of customers, right?
Okay.
So what I could say is, buffet deals are definitely a winner because Filipinos love buffets.
They love to eat.
They love to eat,
Yep.
and they love to eat more than what they could pay for sometimes. So
That's right.
the whole buffet thing is really phenomenal.
Okay.
And that's one of the best deals.
So buffets,
out there.
are always popular.
Buffets are always popular.
Okay.
Activities like
You mentioned activities earlier.
yeah,
What
activities.
exactly are you talking
like
about?
going to movies, so movie deals.
Oh, you can avail
theme
of movie
parks.
tickets already in Ensogo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we currently we have if you guys are listening, you can go check out the site right now. We have a deal for IMAX.
IMAX?
So, yeah. So that's
In SM?
In SM, yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty popular right now, and as well as travel deals. So
Okay.
they're especially the ones where it's a full package with activities and everything.
Including the plane fare, right?
Yeah, sometimes there's plane fare.
Okay.
But those sell really well
right.
if there's transportation, accommodation, and activities. Those things really sell well. So, and with the health and beauty sector, this is
Yeah,
funny.
I see a lot of the spa.
Yeah.
Hair. What's that? Whitening.
Whitening, but you'll be surprised.
Underarm hair.
The underarm hair removal is really, really popular.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
it's crazy. I mean, even my wife got like 8, I think.
So it's
8 sessions.
so it's dining, travel, activities, and the personal care stuff.
Yeah, personal
Those
care.
are-
Actually, all of the categories have their own,
they have their own audiences.
yeah, they have their own audiences and they have their own home runs and specifics.
Okay, let's go to the other side though. What are the less than popular deals? Like this is a weird deal and nobody availed of it. Do you have any
Well,
examples of that?
we're always looking at being creative. That's one of the main things. So we are open to trying out different deals that we would classify as experimental to
Or
see how
unconventional,
or
yeah.
unconventional.
Just to see how people will receive
just
it,
to
right?
see how,
You don't know.
people will react to it.
Okay.
But most of the time it's good. Most of the
Okay.
time it's good. But if we're talking about deals that
Hindi masyadong
yeah,
bumenta.
that didn't
What
really
are
sell
those?
much, it's usually because sometimes we, as much as possible, when we talk to the merchant, we try to convince them that the certain deal we put in the package is something that's really, really sellable. But there are times when we have to follow the merchant's wishes. Let's say they want to put limits on the deal, or they want to lessen some items in the deal. So we also have a fair amount of those that we accommodate.
Okay.
And it's also good for us to test because we're not sure if it's going to sell really well or not. But there are times when the deal is a bit limited.
Okay.
And those are the
Meaning
deals that,
only 100. Ganyan.
yeah, I mean,
okay.
limited not in terms of vouchers, but limited in the sense like what limited in the package. So for
Okay.
example,
Like it's only in one place.
Yeah,
Is that an
well,
example of that?
it's also a factor. Definitely by having a lot of locations is a good
Okay.
indication of a good deal. But and there are also single address restaurants or establishments that work pretty well.
Okay.
But what I mean by limitation is that for example, a food deal, let's say, and you get the full course meal, but one has free drinks or unlimited drinks, and the
Okay.
other one is just one drink. So
okay.
when we talk about deal packaging, it's more of like we all know that the unlimited drinks is gonna
Of
sell
course,
much
of
better.
course. So it's not
So-
about the deal itself or the industry.
Yeah.
It's more of how good the deal is.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
they can see a better one, they'll go for that.
Yeah,
That's why
'cause-
the other one underperforms.
Yeah, because no matter what type of deal you have, if it's worth the value, then it's gonna be a really good deal.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So
Now,
if it's worth your while, right?
yes.
You know.
So we were talking about customers earlier, And now let's go to the other side of the coin, the merchants,
Yeah.
or the clients or the restaurants.
Yeah.
If let's say I own a barber shop
Yeah.
or a beauty salon, and I want to give 50% off on all manicures, for example.
Yeah.
How do I actually do that?
Well,
How do I sign up to be one of the deals in ensogo.com.ph?
Well, all you got to do actually is get in touch with us. You can visit us on our website, www.ensogo.com.ph, and all our contact information is there.
Okay.
And we'll have one of our salespeople get in touch with you, and all you have to do is just talk about the deal package and
Okay. So
see-
your salespeople will go to them.
Yeah.
Just get in touch with ensogo.com.ph, and then your salespeople will go to their
Well,
place of business.
it can work either way. The merchants can come to us directly. They can visit us at our office.
Okay.
Or our what we call them marketing consultants. Our marketing consultants can go and visit the establishment
Okay.
and talk to the
So you
owners.
set a meeting.
Set a meeting, yeah. And it always starts with a meeting.
Okay.
And we have to figure out what are the objectives. What does the merchant want? Is it more on foot traffic, branding, or whatever?
Okay.
And then we come up with a good deal or a package that we know
would
will-
be attractive to
would
people.
be attractive. Yeah, I mean we've been doing this for about a year now. We just celebrated our anniversary. Just a few
Happy
days ago.
anniversary.
Thanks. And we've learned a lot since then.
Okay.
And now I think we are pretty much adept in packaging deals now and making
Okay.
sure that the deals it will be mutually beneficial for both the merchant and for customers.
So it's that easy. They just need to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
And you'll go to them, and then you'll determine what deal will be attractive based on what they're offering.
Yeah.
You help them, right? Parang
We help
you
them.
consult. You decide with the merchant what will be more
Yeah.
attractive to your customers.
Yeah, but tell you honestly, I mean, not everybody gets to partner because
Okay.
sometimes it's just basically we know what sells, and if let's say that the discount they can only give us a certain amount discount. And we know that it's not gonna fly because
Yeah.
we know our customers
Yeah.
pretty well.
Because they are looking for
Yeah.
those big discounts.
I mean,
right?
we always try to work out something that
Yeah.
would be good for both parties.
Of course.
Yeah. So, if you think that marketing your brand or your restaurant on a platform like this is going to be beneficial for you, then, go ahead
Okay.
and reach out to us. And I'm sure we can come up with, a good package that we can, that we can sell to customers.
So there you go. Businesses out there, if you want to try out this new thing, just go to ensogo.com.ph, contact the people from Ensogo, and then they'll work out something for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I mean, we're open to talking to anybody.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. So you were mentioning earlier about your anniversary. How old exactly is Ensogo here in the Philippines? Fairly young, right?
Yeah, fairly young. I mean, it's funny how time flies so fast. I mean, I remember the time when we were just starting and we were like 12 people in a small cramped office.
How
and-
long ago was this?
Well, it's a little bit more than a year.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Because we just celebrated our anniversary, and it's been
Your first anniversary.
our first anniversary.
So you're
yeah.
about a year old.
Yeah, about a
Okay.
year and a few days old. A few
I'm
weeks old.
just curious, Jay.
Yeah.
What was the first deal? When you opened shop, were there 20 deals right away?
Well, definitely no.
Okay. What was the first deal?
We had the very first time we launched, we had one deal,
Okay. And what was
and
this deal?
I'm not sure if I can say the brand,
No,
but
you don't have to. Just
It's basically a donut deal.
a donut company.
Donut company,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And for
Donuts.
donuts, yeah,
For
and
50 off.
Yeah,
Okay.
Was it 50? I think it was 70 off.
70 off.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
donuts. And it was crazy. We were all celebrating when we launched that first deal, exactly September 17 last year. So
Okay.
I remember the date
Oh,
because
okay.
that was our very first deal. And we sold a lot of those donuts, and
Okay.
we were stoked. And,
And-
this thing's gonna work.
And look at you now. 1 year later, 20 deals now.
Yeah, 1 year later, 20 to 30 deals now, multiple deals. We have a lot of new innovations and technology on the site. A nicer, bigger office.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we were talking about the merchants, right? Or
Yeah.
the restaurants, the hotels and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from offering that 50% discount to your consumers, what else is there for them? What am I going to get out of this?
For the merchants?
Yeah, why would they want to sign up with Ensogo?
Okay. Well, the thing is about this whole platform, this whole industry, it's really about bringing people online, offline. So
Okay.
it's
Online to offline.
Online to offline.
Okay.
Yeah. And we leverage the power of the internet, leverage the power of social networking to get your brand across, to thousands and thousands, millions of consumers daily.
Okay.
Right? So, brand exposure, and the one of the main things here as well is foot traffic.
Foot traffic.
Yeah, because the whole concept of buying online and claiming it offline, that's what brings people to your door.
Okay.
And it's up, I always say, it's up to the merchant on how you treat the new customers. Because
you bring the customers to their door.
Yeah.
But what happens there, of course, is up to the merchant.
It's up to the merchant.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up to the merchant. So, as much as we can help in bringing that experience to the customer, and we really do. We work with the merchant closely to so that we can be able to give the customer a really, really good experience. But a lot of it really is, imagine yourself as a let's say you own a restaurant, and you have to treat your customers well.
Of course.
If you want them to come back,
Of
with or
course.
without the discount.
Yes.
So we bring them to your establishment. We bring hundreds of people, hundreds of new customers to your store, to your door, and if they love your service, if they love the food, for example, if they love the experience, rest assured they're gonna come back.
Okay.
Right. So word of advice to establishments out there, whether or not you're on a deal platform or you're marketing somewhere else, customers still is king.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
So you heard that, business owners, restaurateurs, if you're feeling a bit of a dearth when it comes to foot traffic
Yeah.
or lack of customers, Ensogo is the way to go. They will bring those customers to your door, but once they get to your door, it's up to you whether they will come back or not.
Well,
Right.
essentially, yeah.
And then
But
you were talking about marketing. What can you almost ensure or guarantee the business owner? Because how do those deals actually get bought? I mean, you gotta promote it somehow, right?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, we have a lot of marketing channels that we use right now. Mainly, of course, is social networking. And if you're on Facebook all the time, I'm sure you've seen one of our ads somewhere.
So you place ads on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
for the
okay,
specific deal.
For the specific deals.
Oh, so you spend on ads for the
Exactly,
deals.
yeah. So
and
we-
that's free from the
That's free from
merchant, right?
us. That's,
Okay,
that's, we do that for the
Okay.
merchant. So essentially, it's like you sign up on Ensogo and become one of our merchants, and we use our marketing channels to let consumers know about your establishment. So we have a lot of different channels, both online and offline. Like and also one thing I wanted to touch on a little bit is we do some offline stuff as well.
Yeah, like the radio. I hear it on the radio every morning.
Yeah, we
you
have
got
radio.
Motorister as your endorser.
Yeah.
So that's offline, right?
Yeah, that's considered offline. So radio, we have billboards, LED billboards.
I've seen some of your billboards in elevators.
Yeah,
and or in restaurants.
In
even,
restaurants,
right?
yeah. So we were out on all those LCD screens that you see in office buildings. We're in different cafes and salons
Yeah.
with those LCD monitors.
And so you
We're-
offer that for free also to the
Well,
merchant.
Part of it, yes.
Okay,
but
some.
Yeah, some of it
Okay.
is direct. Like, for example, with our LED billboards, we feature our merchants on the LED billboards.
Okay.
And we have about 4 right now. We
Okay.
have 1 in Cebu and 3 in Metro Manila in prime traffic spots. So, rest assured, the brand will be seen by a lot of commuters.
So that the deals will be available.
Yeah, the
right?
deals will be available. And and some channels, we market Ensogo itself so that we can bring people to the site. And if you're on the homepage, rest assured, thousands and thousands of people are going to see your restaurant, your
Okay.
brand. Yeah.
So this is why thousands of people actually avail of the deals, because you do all of these promotions both online,
Both
so
online.
you buy Facebook ads.
I mean, not
and then
only
offline.
not only Facebook ads, but there.
I know you're in Yahoo. I see your deals in Yahoo.
Yeah,
as
we're
well,
we're
right?
also on Yahoo homepage. We're also on. We have a lot of online marketing stuff going on. Like if you might be seeing our banners on different websites, you might be seeing also all our Facebook ads. People talking about the deals on social networks. People sharing deals on Facebook. There are a lot of the online channels that we tap, and also most importantly is the email database that we have. So
You also send out the
we
email
send
newsletter.
Yeah,
to
we,
your
we send
database.
we call them deal alerts. Basically, if you sign up for a deal alert, you get deals delivered straight to your inbox, every single day. So
Okay.
because we release new deals every day.
Okay.
So there's always something new to look forward to in your email when you check.
And of course, you have a Facebook page.
Yes, and our Facebook fan page as well. You can also, you can check out our Facebook fan page. It's at facebook.com/Ensogo Philippines.
Okay.
And you can follow us on Twitter as well, and that's twitter.com/EnsogoPH.
Jay, you mentioned Cebu. So you're present in Cebu as well. There are deals for Cebuans?
Yeah, we actually have a team over at Cebu. We have a satellite office there, and we have a team there that goes and just gets really good deals for Cebuanos in Cebu. Yeah, so and we do have plans on going to other places as well. So keep you posted on that.
All right.
Yeah.
So talking about Cebu and Manila, Ensogo is a Filipino company, a U.S. company. Where did Ensogo actually start?
Well, originally it was founded in Thailand.
Thailand.
But,
So it's a Thai company.
It started out as a Thai company,
Okay.
and they started Ensogo in Thailand, and it did really well the first few months, and then they decided to open one in Indonesia, and that company is called Deal Karen. And then then right after Indonesia, they opened here in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
So Ensogo basically is three companies. They're all under one company, but they're three separate companies in different markets. So we're all under one roof. And just recently, we were acquired by Living Social, which is also
when you go to your site, you will see the Ensogo logo, but you'll also see on top of that a Living Social company. What does that mean?
Well, we are now a part of the Living Social family, which is great. Tell you honestly.
Oh, okay. You've been acquired by Living Social.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Living Social is what exactly?
They were one of the pioneers in this whole industry. And,
the social commerce.
The social commerce industry.
Okay.
And, they have, leaps and bounds in, information and best practices and, all the experience in doing this business, right?
Okay.
And, it's great that now that we're a part of Living Social that, we get to learn a lot from these guys. These guys are really good.
Okay.
So technology, we get some of the technology, we get a lot of the best practices.
So they got
a lot
all
of
three. Philippines, Indonesia, and Thailand.
Yeah, Philippines, Indonesia, and Thailand. So,
and then you exchange notes.
Exchange notes,
what works in this market.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So,
right.
We have a really good international support team. So that's one of the advantages I think that we have because since we're spanning now, all around the world with Living Social, we have a lot of support, a lot of international support, and in fact, some of our travel deals are intercountry.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have deals in Thailand, we have deals in Singapore. I mean, travel deals to Singapore, to Hong Kong, Macau, Shanghai. I mean, all these places. And it's because, all the different Ensogo companies or Living Social companies help out in packaging these deals, and we sell them cross country.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And also, with acquisition means funding, right? So we do know that Ensogo has some funding, is backed up by some funding, and so you're here to stay.
Oh yeah, definitely we're here to stay.
I know you opened a new office or you moved into a new office at the Fort, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful office, by the way. We're right above PGA Cars and Lamborghini.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the W building right in front of Serendra.
Okay.
So right behind Fully Booked. So it's a wonderful area to work in. You know,
So if Audi starts offering 50% off on their cars, you know who's responsible.
yeah. Oh, I wish. I'd buy one myself.
All right. So, talking about Ensogo and Living Social, let's talk about you a little bit, Jay. You are director for marketing or marketing director. What exactly does that entail? What do you do day to day? What's a day like for Mr. J Padua?
Starts off with a cup of coffee.
like every job,
like everybody else. No, but seriously, I mean, every day, every single day, for me, it's all numbers, right?
Numbers.
If you look at my monitor, all you see is like stats and
Visitors.
different numbers, visitors,
Okay.
number of transactions, number
Okay.
of these are the things that I have that I watch over,
Okay.
and make sure that we're getting the numbers.
You got to make sure the number before the day before is lower than the number today, right?
Well,
it has to keep increasing.
It's for me, I think it's very important to know what your numbers are.
Okay.
Definitely. I mean, in terms of especially with digital marketing, your main KPIs is you have to track all your visitors. You have to know
Your click-through rates,
click-throughs and all of that. So I always monitor these bits of data.
Okay.
And
so that's what you do day in and day
daily.
out.
And
Okay.
it's not just watching numbers. It's you get to spot. You know how the Matrix is, right? You remember
Yeah,
that movie, The
yeah.
Matrix? It's like you see all these things.
Stream of numbers.
And then this guy is just like looking at it and seeing what patterns. It's sort of like the same thing.
Okay,
You know,
you get some insights from
you get
these numbers,
insights. You
right?
get a lot of insights. Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine, watching your Google Analytics the whole day with, all your social measuring tools and
Okay.
and all those spreadsheets all laid out, and your email platform looking at all your open rates, all your CTRs, all your CVRs, and you get to see a pattern.
Okay.
And then, one of the main things that I do is I make sure that I get to optimize all of these things.
All right. So
Yeah.
it's mainly optimization. When you say
Optimization.
marketing, you gotta optimize.
You gotta optimize, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, it's all part and package. We do a lot of the offline stuff, right? A lot of the online traditional marketing stuff, banners, and all of that. But everything that you spend translates into numbers. And
Okay.
you gotta keep an eye on that. And mainly, what I always say is that you gotta make sure that your engine is running smoothly, right?
Okay.
To get the best mileage out of it. So
Okay.
it's sort of like the same thing.
Okay.
You make sure that your site
everything's working
everything's working properly.
everything's in
your,
place.
Your site is working properly. You get to send the proper emails out. You know the
all the
numbers that
links
come
are
in.
clickable.
All the links, everything is trackable. So, that's basically and then from there, that's where we can determine what campaigns we can run, because
Okay.
you can see all the trends, right? And okay, we should go this direction or do this to get to this certain point. So it's really about making sure that you're getting getting numbers in.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your background, Jay? How did you end up in this job? I mean, for some listeners out there, they may be in fourth year college and they want to work for Ensogo, or they want to get into the social buying space. How do
Yeah.
they actually do that? How can they follow in your footsteps?
Well, yeah, okay. First and foremost, my main recommendation or my main suggestion for you guys out there, for would-be's, yeah, I mean,
commerce
people
workers.
graduating from college and all that, you gotta find a job first that you like. I mean, you gotta do what you like.
Okay.
Right? And the money will come, right? I mean, so.
But for
first
you
and foremost,
specifically, how did
first
you
and
end
foremost.
up in Ensogo? Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, take that tip, guys. Take that tip to heart. You gotta do what you love, and everything will follow. So
Okay.
there.
And that's what you did.
And that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So how I started, it's pretty funny. You asked. Fresh out of college, I was.
What did you study in college first?
Okay. I started out with engineering, electronics and communication engineering, so ECE.
All right.
Right. But the calculus was just too much for me. So. So yeah, I decided to switch courses, and I ended up in doing a computer related course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it has
Because it
not.
does help to have like a
Yeah.
computer science background or
The
an
background.
engineering background, right?
Yeah, I mean the background's there. What's important, I guess, in my profession or in what I did is logic. Because I
Okay.
mean, with engineering and with computer science and all,
It's mainly logic exercises,
Yeah,
right?
it's logic. Yeah, I mean, you can apply logic to almost anything.
Yeah.
Right. So, straight out of college, my first job was customer service. Customer service
Service representative. Okay.
yeah, for an ISP. So back
Okay.
then it was all dial-up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we were
Pacific Internet days.
those dial-up days, 28
Sky Internet. Yeah.
exactly, 28K, 56K.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. So you were a CSR.
I was a
customer
CSR
service
back then,
representative person.
and
but in the internet already.
yeah, already
Yeah.
in the internet space. So from the get go, I was already the industry was already internet for me.
Okay.
And from there, I had some talents in Photoshop back then, so I decided to make some sites of my own, do some designs.
So
and,
you got into website design and
Yeah.
development as well.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So right after the CSR, I became the webmaster of that company.
Okay.
And then from there, I started, focusing more on the web development.
So you
web
do have
design.
some web background as
Yes,
well.
yeah.
Okay, okay. So
Actually,
engineering, computer science, and then the web design.
Yeah, 10 years of my life is really in IT. I mean, it's mostly design, web design primarily. So after that, I went to another company, and then I also, I did that. Eventually, I became creative director for that, web development company.
Okay.
And then
So more on the creative
yeah,
aspect.
more of the creative aspect, yeah. And for a time, I was freelancing for a couple of years while doing the band thing. I have a band.
Okay.
Anyway, so there, and then the previous company before Ensogo, I got into it's an SEM SEO company. And
SEM is search engine marketing.
Search engine
For
marketing.
the sake of our listeners, and
SEO,
is
which is
search engine optimization.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You did that as well.
Yes, so,
from
I
web
mean-
design and development, you went into SEM and
yeah,
SEO.
basically went into digital marketing.
Okay,
Okay. So, so from that transition, we also did a lot of application development, and
Okay.
so it was more of like that, and I was taking care of a team that did all of this. So I gained most of the experience from there, and and then Ensogo came around and offered me the marketing job, and I decided, it was funny because my background is mostly IT, and then I'm presented with a marketing
Yeah.
position, and
But
I'm
it's
like,
mostly because it's marketing online.
Yeah, because it's an
where
online
you do
site.
a lot of
Yeah.
optimization with numbers, right?
Exactly, yeah. So
Okay. So a combination of customer service representative,
Mm-hmm.
Engineering, computer science, website development and design, and SEO and SEM landed you in ensogo.com.ph, right? How do you
Yeah.
like it so far?
I love
having
it.
Fun?
It's the best job ever.
Okay.
That-
And you mentioned the band. What do you do for fun? What do you do after looking at all these numbers all day?
Well, yeah, I have a band. I'm going to blatantly plug.
Shameless plug.
A shameless plug. Yeah. My band's called Overtone, and we play in Ponticello every Thursday night. So if you guys are in the area, you can go visit, watch us. I play the guitar.
All right.
Yeah. So
Anything else aside from music?
music, well, I'm into cars.
Oh,
I
okay.
like
So you're a
cars.
gearhead.
Yeah, well, a little bit.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, anything you want to promote from Ensogo? Any new deals coming up? Anything exciting coming up?
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, I want to invite everybody to go visit ensogo.com.ph. For sure, you're gonna find really really great deals that'll suit anybody. From dining to travel to products to activities. There's something for someone for sure. And right now we have the IMAX deal. So and it's running right now. We have IMAX on, and we have a buffet deal with Manila Pavilion. So you guys check it out. There are lots more deals there, and for sure you're gonna find something you're gonna like.
Thank
And
you, Jay.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
there you have it, guys. Mr. Jay Padua, Director of Marketing for Ensogo.com.ph. Do check out the site. That's www.ensogo.com.ph. And this has been Drinking Digital. I'm your host, Ricky Baizas. Of course, we'd like to thank Mr. Miguel Olfindo.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
DJ Mo Twister, of course, for having us, and Battle Axe Network. Check out battleaxenetwork.com. This is where all of these podcasts are streaming. I'll see you guys again next week for another edition of Drinking Digital, the only podcast in the Philippines that talks exclusively about digital marketing, digital communications, and digital advertising. Thank you.